Hey guys, my name is John Desmond III. I'm a coach and just love what I do. Today we're going to be talking about the most important thing to me, which is discipline. If you watch my previous video about sticking to the plan, when I was sitting there in the hospital, I I'm sitting in there, I couldn't move. Most of the time I was drugged, angry, and aggressive. And I asked one question: when am I going to get to go back to the gym? People ask me over and over again, because they knew I flatlined a few times. Especially I had 5 operations, so each one of them was a different situation. And they kept asking me, where did I go? Well, when I woke up, the only thing I could remember, the last thing I remember was being in the gym. I was in the gym and I woke up in the hospital. Now, mind you, I got in the hospital from a car accident. I remember all that. However, when I woke up from that surgery, I remembered going to the gym. And next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital. Now, when I'm sitting up there and I'm thinking to myself, what do I want? Because the doctors was over there arguing. I literally had 2 surgeons arguing over who was going to perform an operation on me. And they're sitting up there going back and forth, trying to figure out how to keep my legs and if I could survive and not die in the operation. And the whole time I'm thinking, how do I get back to the gym? And it was so intense for me that I kept thinking about it over. And that when they finally decided what they were going to do, I was like, okay, deal. I have one choice. Right now, the only thing I can do is keep in my mind state that I will get up, I will walk again, I will compete again. And I had to keep making that same decision over and over again every day for the next 27 days. So when the nurses were like, no, there's no way you're going to compete again, I said, yes, I will. If I can't walk, I can bench. Each time it was something else. And a lot of times I think that people sit there and they get to a setback where they miss, they have a messed up day with their diet, or they miss a workout, or they go work out, but their body's all beat up from work or whatever. And in their head, they make an excuse to say that it's okay. And that's one thing. However, it's only a problem when you decide that you're not going to try for yourself. And by that, I mean that you have to make that conscious effort that says, okay, well, my hip hurts, so I'm going to go and I'm going to still go do my cardio. I'm going to go walk 30 minutes. I'm going to train upper body today. Today is going to be a bro day. I'm going to do arms. I'm going to train biceps and triceps. I'm going to hit traps. I'm going to do something. See, every day you have to understand that piece of discipline, that decision you make to keep that promise to yourself to be better, has to overweigh everything else weighing on you, because the moment you stop taking care of yourself, you're going to forget everything else. And somewhere in my accident and over the last few years, I forgot that. Now, it's one thing for me to sit here and say that to you here, but I know in my heart of hearts that because of the way I felt and how I treated my body and how I treated myself, I didn't perform to the state of me that I wanted to be, because I was trying to be grateful, I suppose. I was trying to show people I appreciated them, because I knew how hard I was on people because of my discipline was so strong. So my clients would come visit me in the hospital, but they would only visit me if they knew they worked out, because I would sit there, I look at them and why are you seeing me today? You should be at the gym. Go to the gym, then come back and see me. Work out and then come see me. Because if I were you, I'd be training right now. In my mind, it made no sense to come see me when you should be bettering yourself. But see, because of that, it changed reactions from people. And I noticed people started changing the way they acted around me. But then but the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm visualizing my first time I'm squatting one plate. That first time I get under a barbell and 135 is on the bar, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. I get chills still thinking about it, even after I've already done that now. But you know what? It's crazy because looking back at everything, I sit here and I think to myself, that's why I'm here. That's what got me out of that bed. That's what got me walking again. Was my discipline, my decision to make that choice every day that I was going to squat again. That no matter how much you're hurt, I was going to get up and try to stand on my feet. That no matter what bone was broken, what ligament I didn't have, what I didn't, couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't be able to do, it didn't matter. What mattered was I was striving to be the best me I could be, crippled or not. And somewhere I let that go. I let it slip away from me. I remember in October of 2019. Yeah, it had to be 2019. And I was in a bench contest and I lost feeling in my legs. And at that moment, I felt something inside of me break. And that was the weakness in me. At that moment, I was weak. But that weakness had been growing over the months. After I got out of the hospital, I had went competed. I had went bench and I hit a 17-pound PR. 2 weeks later, I deadlifted 500 pounds for 2 reps. All this while still just barely getting out of my wheelchair. I still needed my wheelchair from day to day, but I did it. And that dog was in me. And I was fighting every day to prove that I could do it. And then one day, it was like that pain, I get so much pain that I haven't had a day where I'm pain free since 2018. And I'm sitting there and that pain got to me. That pain made it hard. And I couldn't be the me that I wanted to be for me. Then I couldn't be the me that I wanted to be for the people I cared about. I couldn't be the me that I wanted to be for my clients. And that dog in me stopped getting hungry. So I look at people, it took me a while to recognize that I wasn't hungry anymore. And I got into this state of depression. I got in this state of anxiety. I got in this state of stress. I was doing things out of character to myself, and I was doing things out of weakness. And in that spiral of losing control, I'm sitting up there and I couldn't, and I kept trying to make decisions. And I kept finding myself coming back to indecision because at the end of the day, I didn't make the one decision I needed to make. That one decision was I was supposed to be the best me every day. And when I stopped making that decision, when I stopped making the decision to be the best me, that pain to step out of my bed, when I know that first time my foot hit the ground, I'm going to want to scream. But see, that making that decision that I'm going to be the best me today, that I'm going to live my life today, I done died 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, but I'm still here today to stand on my feet. I can be the best me I can be, and yet I decided not to. And when I recognized that I didn't have that dog in me, I went to therapy. Because I was trying everything that wasn't right, that wasn't healthy, that was unproductive of being the best me that I could be, that wasn't making the dog and me hungry. I wasn't feeding that dog, and he just said, okay, and he went and got lazy. And that dog went and sat in the corner and he waited for the scraps, and he just knew that food was coming and he didn't have to work. So my question to you is, are you sitting there right now procrastinating, holding yourself back? You failing to make that decision, deciding to get up and be that bad mother. I'm not going to cuss. Try not to cuss today. Tomorrow I might cuss, but today I'm not going to cuss. Because I'm going to just tell you right now that, like, when you start making those decisions, you have to take that time out to sit down and recognize each one of those steps. You got to recognize when that dog gonna eat, and you got to recognize what that dog gonna eat. You do this by creating your purpose, knowing your why, knowing why you here. Man is always searching for a meaning to live. Now, the thing is, you got to find what you're passionate about. You got to go sit there and look that dog in the face and say, hey, we gonna eat today. And then you got to choose to do that every damn day. My bad. There it goes. Because, but it was that word, but it's like my favorite word. So whatever. Now, we sitting up here and I'm having this conversation with you. So as I'm having this conversation with you, I just want to know, what decisions are you not making? What decisions are you not making right now to be the best you can be? What decisions you making that's holding you back? What decisions you making that's making you decide to fail today? Because guess what? You choosing not to succeed. I don't care what's stopping you. I don't care what excuse you think you got. Everybody got something that they're trying to stop you somewhere, somehow, some way. The struggle is there. The pain is there. You may not be me. You may not be damn near a double amputee, but you got something that's holding you. Now, if you decide to let that pain ride you, grind you down, and put you in the ground, that's on you. But you got to realize that, yeah, you keep putting things out for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. But the truth is, discipline right now, choosing discipline right now, just by doing that, you're going to go ahead and make the choice to be the best you can be. Because the pursuit of excellence is all we got. Everything else we can make happen. Now, I'm sitting up here. I'm all worked up on a Sunday. And I'm doing this video right quick. I'm going to start doing these every day. No, hey, discipline is a choice. And that we choose every day to be great or to be second place. And second place to ourselves, putting ourselves in second place to other people, other people's needs, other people's wants, desires, and everything else. You know what that? In the end of the day, that leaves you sitting up there and you can't actually help any of those people you put before you. Not one of them. Because you put them ahead of you, you are unable to come up and be the man or woman that you're supposed to be and elevate yourself. So with that being said, whatever you're doing this week coming up, this Sunday, so tomorrow on Monday, get up, make that decision that this week, matter of fact, no. When this video over, make that decision right now, actually. While you watching this video, make that decision that your next decision is to be the best you can be. And you put that thought in your mind right now, that's going to be something that you're working toward. Affirm that with yourself. And if you can affirm that with yourself right now, then we can start on what you need to do next in order to make the decisions you need to make for you to be great, for you to achieve the greatness that you want, the desires you have. All right. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'm out. Happy Sunday.